Ciao tutti, how's everybody? I am back this time with a very short quick tip video about how to make an operatic sound. Break it down to the most simplest of terms. 4 key points. How to make an operatic sound. Do these 4 things. Number 1, you guessed it, take a big deep breath. And while you do this, simultaneously create your onset. This onset is our open throat position that we get with a yawn-like motion. Palate is being raised, larynx is being lowered. Look at my larynx. Low. Palate raised. We are now in our open throat position and we have breathed in. As we breathe in, we get into this position. Great. We do not leave this position when we sing. Ah, fantastic. Number 2, now that we have air in our lungs, we have enough air to build pressure. More specifically, subglottic pressure. So if you breathed in and you did your onset, now what I want you to do is hold your breath. That's right, hold it. That means no air is coming in and no air is coming out. And now what I want you to do is, as you're holding your breath, try to speak or try to sing, but don't let any air out. Are you engaging your abdominals because you're trying to speak? But you can't because your cords are shut and there's no air coming out? Great, it probably feels terrible and your head is probably red and your veins from your neck is coming out, but this is subglottic pressure. That's right, air pressure underneath the glottis. Because I am telling you to hold your breath in and not let any air escape, the vocal cords are acting like a sphincter in which they are forced shut. And so all that pressure is being built up right underneath the glottis as you're trying to speak or sing or yell. But since you're not opening your cords, it feels like too much pressure. It's very similar to when we lift weights. However, all this will be fixed in point number 3. The third key point is that now I want you to release the air, but I don't want you to do this and let all the air escape. Very much like inflating a balloon and then letting it go. No, I want you to let the air escape through a narrow opening of the cords. In other words, like this. Breathe in, yawn, and now engage the abdominals. The air is being released, but in a pressurized manner. That feeling of pressure should be gone. Those veins popping in your neck and your head turning red because we weren't letting any air out, that sensation should be gone. There should be a feeling of relief. However, do not mistake relief for expelling all your air out. It should feel a relief of pressure, but an energized, still pressurized stream of constant air, supported by that abdominal engagement when I told you to hold your breath and speak. You see, as opera singers, we always have to deal with some kind of subglottic pressure, but it should not feel like we're lifting weights. It should feel like the air is being released, but it's just being released in a steady stream of pressurized air. And this happens why? Because as we breathe in, the diaphragm descends, and as we breathe out, the diaphragm ascends. And what we want to do is engage our abdominals so that we resist the diaphragm from ascending too quickly. This would be the diaphragm ascending too quickly. The diaphragm just went completely up without any resistance. No, I want to resist the exhalation process. Resist the diaphragm from ascending. All you have to do now is apply that to phonation. Breathe in and yawn. Get that cord closure. And now resist the exhalation and sustain the appoggio. And lastly, number 4, and this might be the most difficult to do. Be able to achieve the previous 3 points without any tension in your jaw, in your tongue, or in your neck. Imagine that someone shot a dose of anesthesia in your jaw and in your tongue. And so everything is numb. And when you do that yawn position, relax into it. You do not need the tongue or the jaw to phonate or create vowels. The vowels are created here. You do not need to use this as any sort of support or tension or pressure. No, get rid of it. So that's my tip of the day, how to break down an operatic sound in 4 easy steps. Ciao, ciao for now. Hang in there, keep studying. The work continues.